Yes, sadhakas, welcome, salutations, welcome and gratitudes, welcome and congratulations, welcome and the wishes and prayers. Lokaseva, dharmasthabaka, viragi, bhakta, shishya, mumukshu, jignasu, shrota, sadhaka, parishrami, prerita, prashanta, and any such good qualities discover and make our Vyaktitva like that. This is how a sadhaka is constructed, created, built, made, maintained. Shruti Mata is always available for us, for our reference, for our regular updating, deepening our understanding. Guru Maharaj is always available to dispel our doubts, any of such impediments. Devatagana are appointed only to bless us, empower us. Mother is waiting just to bless us. She only wants us to pray to her. Ishvara has no great work of Sushti Sthiti Laya. Through that, he has only one purpose of providing all facilities one side to all the jivas for sustenance and sadhana. Other side, whoever are ripened, that Ishvara is ready to remove the curtains and give the darshan. And Brahma Tattva, for millions, we may keep it away in our identity, but it still remains in us to support all our anatma tadatmyas. He is always there. It is only must turn your attention there, see the glory of that Brahman without any blemishes or negativities or shortcomings. Just embrace it. That Brahman is always available. Like around us, some great good people are there in friends, neighborhood, circle, or colleagues, or our own family. It's our own ego that we don't look at them. If at all we have that egolessness, look at them and embrace them. We are the ones who are blessed or helped. चारों तरफ ही होते इतने अच्छे अच्छे लोग होते बढ़िया सा बढ़िया. But in today's world, it has become more not to trust anyone. Therefore, fears lots of variety of inhibitions. With Brahman also dropping all hesitations, fears, inhibitions, turn towards him, and if we embrace, he gives us infinitude, infinite bliss, freedom from all finitudes. But do we have that all required ability and preparations to choose it? That's what the point we have to think about it. So, having done all these remembrances, like every day of the 12 Vyaktitvas and the 6 sources of blessings, let us enter into our study of Shwethashwathara Upanishad. Today we will be visiting hand in hand with the help of Bhagavan Adi Shankara the chambers of Brahma Sutras, not for the exhaustive study of any of them, but only to gather those references which are at present required for our subject which is under discussion. Four things very clear. One, Jagat Mithya. Second, Brahman alone is real. Third, that Brahman is Jnana Swarupa. Fourth one today, specially addressed in the references of Brahma Sutra is that Brahman Jnana Swarupa is Hamesha Jnana Swarupa, is Hamesha Nirguna Nirakara, or in other words called as he is not Savishesha but he is Nirvishesha. Savishesha expression of Brahman may be there but not ultimate. Ultimate is Nirguna, Nirakara, Nirvishesha Brahman only. And reaching that alone is moksha. To reach to that from the stage where we are in the journey travel, the Savishesha Brahman, though unreal, not ultimate, yet if he is of any help, definitely he is of the help, you can take the help, but don't stop there. Like in Mandukya, 35 schools of philosophy are told. Prana iti pranavidaha, guna iti gunavidaha, bhutani iti tadvidaha, tattwani iti tadvidaha, aisa. All of them are absolutely superimpositions on the absolute reality, in whom none of these are there. Yet, every one of them have somewhere or the other to help us in going towards our goal. Therefore, सत्य मानकर ना फंसे, असत्य कहकर यूज करना ना छोड़े, और वही नहीं रहना. Goal is Paramatma. As it was taught there, here also in today's discussion, through the references of Brahma Sutra, these salient points are told to us. Then how carefully we listen, consciously we listen, seriously we listen, wholeheartedly we listen, and take deeply into our heart this understanding. If at all taken, it transforms entirely our purpose of life. Deepens. Already we got the purpose. That purpose has to become more deeper and serious. At the same time, unwanted things should go away from our life. If Vedanta enters deeply into our heart, all unwanted things go away, and everything other than Paramatma is unwanted only. We will be doing the study of that. Before that, little of our Prarthana and Sankalpa, and before that, a little of our common sense thought as we see every day. Today also we will ponder about maybe one, two, or three, whatever the things. Some of them can be dislikable or frightening, but still, why should we worry of all those things? Let us not react. Let us positively only respond. Key, as it is said in one of the Kahavat, when the lamp is there, then only get the house set. Because when that day's oil is over, when the lamp gets extinguished, then the work remains half, adhura ho jata hai. Therefore, this moment or this day, as long as it is beautiful, convenient, let us intensely use it only for sadhana. Before, we don't know what news we listen. There may be some bad news comes to us. There may be an invitation comes to us. There may be a good news comes to us. Whichever comes, it comes, we become preoccupied in that. So instead of struggling at that time when such things happen, before such things happen, the convenient golden moments which are there, we have to use them. क्या खबर सुनना पड़ेगा नहीं पता, which distracts our mind, which makes us sentimental, emotional, or which may make us responsible for that. करना पड़ेगा वो. कुछ ऐसा चीज आता है न्यूज, तो कहीं जाना ही पड़ेगा, किसी को मिलना ही पड़ेगा, कुछ करना ही पड़ेगा. अब जब उसमें फंसे हैं तो वेर इज साधना देन? Therefore, when such things are not there, any moment that way, any day especially, maximum utilize it for sadhana. This is the first thought today. कल को क्या सुनना पड़ेगा नहीं पता, अपने बारे में भी, दुनिया के बारे में भी, जहाँ हमको जाना पड़ता है या कुछ करना पड़ता है, और मे बी द माइंड गेट्स डिस्टर्ब्ड और डिस्ट्रैक्टेड, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा, सो मेनी, है ना. सो नियर एंड डियर वंस नॉट वेल, once that news is heard, we are not so either ruthless, irresponsible fellow, or not a Mahayogi that we remain as Sakshi to everything. So we get affected. Then those valuable, our moments are gone, no? For sadhana. You can't do that sadhana. You can't do meaning you cannot, you should not also. You should do that work which is in hands. But the question is, if that situation is not there, when things are conducive, convenient, calm, quiet, how best we are utilizing? That is the point we have discussed today. Point one. Like today, I'm fine. Going doing class, do sadhana before lunch. After lunch, क्या न्यूज़ सुनने को पड़ेगा नहीं पता, which may distract me. So with that fear of that one, this time we have to utilize. Point is using our time for sadhana. That is main. Without being inadvertent or lethargic, etc. Same point, second one also. What is that second point? कि हिंदी में इसको कहेंगे हम, देन इंग्लिश आई डोंट नो सच थिंग इज देयर टू से. व्हाट इज दैट? हाथ से फिसल न जाए. यू नो दिस कहावत ना, हाथ से फिसल फिसल न जाए. मे इन इंग्लिश ऑल्सो, मे इट नॉट गो अवे फ्रॉम आवर पकड़, होल्ड और हैंड. समथिंग व्हेन फिसल गया हाथ से, लाइक कप एंड सॉसर, पकड़ो रखो, बस फिसल गया तो टूट गया, तो फिर उसका अभी गयो वंस फॉर ऑल. दैट गोइंग वंस फॉर ऑल इज हाथ से फिसल न जाए. Some things come, but many things do not come. Like when you are in airport, when your luggage you are taking, so if you are just phone में बात कर रहे हो, इधर उधर attention है, तो your baggage comes. But if you don't hold, हाथ से फिसल गया, लेकिन वो घूम के आ जाता. There's a chance, an example. For some of the things in life, फिसल गए तो होते नहीं. Therefore, every moment हाथ से फिसल न जाए. Every डे हाथ से फिसल न जाए. एवरी अपॉर्चुनिटी हाथ से फिसल न जाए. एवरी ब्लेसिंग्स हाथ से फिसल न जाए. टोटल लाइफ देख लो भाई, हाथ धोना ना पड़े. मतलब लेट अस नॉट लिव इन दैट इनएडवर्टेंस दैट द थिंग इज गोइंग फ्रॉम आवर हैंड्स. देखते देखते वी कांट अफोर्ड टू बी दैट वे, नेग्लिजेंट एंड केयरलेस. Isn't it? So many things in our life are not in our control, we can't do. But equally many things are there in our control. So worrying about those which are not in our hands, recognizing which are in our hands, but before they go out of our hand, managing them, using them is maturity. Like the children, famous example of children. When they are of the age of 13 and 14, अब धीरे धीरे वो हंसते फिसलने लगते हैं. They start revolting, reacting, shouting, becoming more angry than you. ईगो बढ़ रहा है ना वो, तो उस समय आप करें क्या? इसलिए बिफोर दैट एज ऑफ टीन कर्म से 6, 7 से 12 तक वो हाथ से फिसलने से ही पहले गिव देम संस्कार आउट ऑफ फियर, आउट ऑफ लव. जिस तरह से देना है दे दो उसको. Make him such a person, a perfect model for himself, that he follows that model throughout life to help himself. एक बार फिसल गया, everything like the children when they grow further, you go to different places and all. आप फिसल गया, आप कहाँ बात करो उनको बैठकर. They come once in a while, that time is spent only in entertainments. You can't think something meaningful there. Your different inhibitions or hesitations or the fears. बच्चा आपका आते ही बेटा तू आज तत्व ज्ञान पढ़ा क्या? यू कांट आस्क हिम. सो जब है हाथ में तभी जाकर बच्चों को भी संभाला था. सो लेट अस सी दैट these blessings which are coming to us in the form of human life, healthy human life, which are coming to us in the form of these satsangas every day, these opportunities, how can we miss them? Isn't it? Then we are our own enemy in that case. Then when we say to Bhagavan, कि क्या हुआ? I gave you opportunities. I have sent you infinite number of blessings even you didn't deserve. पर तुम्हारा अटेंशन अभी कहीं था, इसलिए याद से फिसल गए. अब मैं क्या करूं? He says, I have done my best, my dear. I gave you human life. I gave you long life. I gave you healthy life. I gave you a minimum responsibilities. Okay, I gave you very matured wife or husband or children, less troubling. Oh, what more? All of them are great blessings, opportunities. So we have to be so careful of that कि that's not go out of our hand. Like age की बात देखो, तो once we go to an age, the body starts giving pains and difficulties. अब फिसल गया बात से, अब हो गया वो. Like I can see my legs. Now I'm not able to sit folded legs, which I used to do. अभी 8-8 10 10 घंटा बैठना पड़ रहा है, तो हो नहीं रहा हो, तो फिसल रहा है धीरे धीरे हाथ से. तो हैव टू बी अलर्ट अबाउट इट. जितना कर सके करो, अब बाद में तो आई कांट. So many things. As I said, 4 or 5 things. The timings or the moments, the opportunities, the blessings, and the entire life. Before it goes out of hand. Definitely they go out of hand. Let us make use of them. Second point is this one today. हाथ से फिसल ना जाए. पहला वाला क्या था? दिया जब ठीक है, सभी ठीक कर रख लो. और दूसरा लिटिल रिलेटेड टू दैट, बट लिटिल डिफरेंटली ऑल्सो, दैट बी अलर्ट. हाथ से फिसल जब है तभी मैक्सिमम यूज कर. थर्ड वन इज लिटिल डिफिकल्ट, बट सी इफ इट इज पॉसिबल कि how much of the beautiful or terrible things happen in our life outside in the form of loss and gain of money, loss and gain of friendship, loss and gain of relations, loss and gain of conveniences, कुछ भी हो. Can we try this? The third point, that it doesn't disturb my inner peace, inner poise, inner my, let us say, the Lakshya and Marga and my schedule. Come what may outside. Like it is said in Gita 5th chapter, Sparshan Krutva Bahir Bhashyan. Bhashyan Sparshan Bahihi Krutva. बाहर की चीजों को बाहर ही रखो. Do whatever is to be done outside. But can we protect our inner heart from the influence of that? Anything your children have insulted, अच्छा ठीक है बाहर जो करना है करो, बट अंदर हमारा गम से नहीं भरना है अपना दिल, है ना? चंदा मुंह फेर के उधर नहीं देखना. Can we try it? It can be good things also. By mistake, somebody loved us or respected us. By mistake. Because very soon they are going to realize not worthy. So need not be excited inside also. ठीक है गलती थी उसकी हो जाती है सब. है ना to where is human so they have loved me I think good ho bad ho anything many things are happening in around us in our life है ना to every one of them reacting deeply reacting in the heart that the mind is disturbed and disturbance in the mind is becoming habitual all the time. Thereafter, becoming so cynical that small little thing happening also is creating big jolt in our heart. This is not a healthy sign of a spiritual seeker. Bigger than big happening also should not disturb our inner poise and peace. Bhagavan Krishna was like that. Great Mahatmas are like that. That's the training we have to give to ourselves. That's the habit we have to make. गंभीरता कहते हैं उसको या हो रहा है तो what can I do more than that things are not in my hands but one thing is in my hand to get affected by it and disturb myself and lose all the attention and sight of goal and means or don't allow it तो I opt the second one हाँ ठीक है whether we use a prarabdhavada or Ishvara Leela Vada, whatever Vada you want to use. But then allow not the outer happenings to disturb our inner poise and peace, in which we are stationed in our goal and means. And we are following the means. Third point. Fourth one is a important one, सबसे important one. Key anywhere we are required to involve because neither we are a dead person nor we are 100% sannyasi gave up and gone everywhere nor we are insensitive and irresponsible हो ही तो नहीं सकता just because we are sadhaka we can't leave everything and go we have to be there in so many things again depending on our prarabdha so can we develop this art of finishing whatever the work that is to be done there and there and then shift our attention to the truth and reality and along with formalities or transcending formalities. The formalities are what? अभी जब पूजा करनी है हाथ पैर धोकर फिर बैठकर करना. That's a formality. It is required in the beginning. That's what brings discipline and regularity in our life. But what we are talking is transcending even that formality. In a moment's notice, having finished our compulsory work, can we quickly jump into the truth, reality? Whether it is directly saying that Aham Brahmasmi, or whether it is remembering any mantra, shloka, Upanishad, and then contemplation on that, seriously than seriously, or it can be responsibly, or it can be क्या कहते हैं, casually also, it can be habitually. In whatever the way, can we make a habit of shifting our attention again and again to the truth, again and again to the reality, as many times as possible throughout the day. We are not denying the works to be done, कर रहे हैं, but वो करते ही. Like anything as simple as you have put that vessel on the stove for making chai coffee. So you are not sitting on the stove. वो बन रहा है वो. What do you do those 2, 3, 5, 10 seconds, 20 seconds? Isn't it? You can worry about the things, you can scold somebody, you can remember the past experience and feel miserable. These are the glorious things we do. Instead of that, you can take the name of the Lord. You can pray for the world's welfare. Every one of them very effective. We can plan for one's own sadhana, isn't it? We can thank the God. We can extend our love for the people. Those few moments are very precious because after that, you have to then take that vessel out. You have to put the tea, coffee in the whatever the container, supply to whoever you have to do. उस समय you can't think Brahman. You can only do that work. But do it. But as it is over, so you gave the coffee tea to your mother-in-law, father. They take 5 minutes to drink. In that 5 minutes, you can create the whole world entering in your heart. That way we can think. इतने हजारों वासनाएं बना सकते हैं वो 5 मिनट में या in that 5 minutes. Among all these sadhanas just now mentioned, the best of them is tattva vichara, tattva chintana. Both of them. One is the whole world in which I am involved is from the absolute standpoint. It is only appearance only. It should be given only the vyavahara satyata, not more than that utility. Then everything is expression of that Brahman. I am that. The one to whom I gave coffee is Brahman. The coffee also is the truth. I am also the truth. Whether we realize this or not in our experience, but this being the fact, doing this is not wrong. How much ever beautiful the expression may be, seeing the Brahman as world is wrong. But how much ever we are vague or not clear, yet seeing the Jagat as Brahman is right. क्योंकि वो राइट है वो रियलिटी परमात्मा को जगत कहना झूठ है वो अब जगत का जितना भी वर्णन करो अच्छे अच्छे शब्दों से वो झूठ है लेकिन जगत को ब्रह्म कहना with right language or wrong language or logic or illogic, it is a truth. Therefore, it's good only to do. Fourth point it is. First one is what? कल को क्या सुनना पड़ेगा पता नहीं इसलिए आज को पूरा यूज करना. सेकंड वाज हाथ से धो जाने से पहले फिसलने नहीं देना. फिसलने से पहले ही इसको यूज करना. खुद हाथ से धोना नहीं. क्या कहते हैं हिंदी कोटेशन है हाथ से धोया है समथिंग इट इज सेड नो. Let us not make deliberately the thing slip from our hands. Let us hold it strong. How much more strongly we hold, the thing will definitely go away. But before it goes away, make maximum use of it. Like an ice cream, the best example. Huh? By the time it gets melted and falls down, we should consume it. Like an ice cream, really barf wala ice cream, not the other wala. बर्फ का ऐसा बचपन में खाते थे ना मैं तो डेली खाता हूँ यू पुट इट इन दैट वेसल गिलास में डाल दिया पानी वही आइस बन गया इंटरेस्टिंग यू नो बिफोर इट गेट्स मेल्ट एंड गोज अवे यू टेक इट दिन खाता हूँ मतलब वैसा कोई बच्चे आते कोई आते दिस इज हाउ आवर लाइफ शुड बी सेकंड वन इज थर्ड इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट outer things outer you know like that wise wife says तुम्हारे ऑफिस के कंपनी के काम घर में मत बात करो मेरे से उसको वही छोड़ के आओ सेम विद ऑफिसर से तुम्हारे घर के जो संसार है इधर मत लाना इट इज ट्रू दैट्स अ मैच्योरिटी लेफ्ट टू आवर सेल्स एंड आवर माइंड इट इज मोस्ट कियोटिक थिंग उसको पकड़ के कब हमने डिसिप्लिन किया वी हैव नेवर डन नो सो दिस इज हाउ इट misbehaves innocently habitually people are ignorant innocent and habitual. That's why they are bewakoof. They don't know. By that, they are liability to themselves and the world. But we can't leave it like that. We can't afford to. We have to discipline in the interest of individual and total. Same way, outer thing outside. Third point. Fourth one was quickly shifting our attention to the truth. If we can do that, बढ़िया सा साधना होता है. इसको आदत बनाना चाहिए. Like some of you have the adat that the moment the class is over, immediately you take the name of the Lord along with the thanks that हम हो गए रे बाबा आज का class. Isn't it? But then the moment I go out of the dais, Om Namo Narayana Namaः Shivaya Shri Krishna, कुछ ना कुछ नाम चलते रहना till the other work which is inevitable we have to do. This we do, but improved version of it is because we are Advaita Vedantins, Upanishad students, and have understood the realization of the self is moksha. For that, when we sit for meditation, वो तो होता ही है. That's all formal sadhana. We talk about even informally also. Informal in the sense, without that type of physically बैठ कर रीड की हड्डी सीधा करके then I do. वो तो करना ही है. That every day morning evening we do. But what about these in between movements? Not one, not two. 1,000 occasions come every day. Imagine all of them I am doing the Brahma Tattva Chintana. Of course, this is done by one who is confirmed that his goal is Paramatma, who is confirmed that Jagat is Mithya, who confirmed that I have to get out of the world. जिनके मन में ये कन्विक्शन हुआ वो कर सकते हैं. Of course, those preconditions of clear understanding are anyway required. With that, still habitually we think something. Instead of that, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma, Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma, Sarvam Hi Etad Brahma, Sarvam Hi Etad Brahma, Ayam Atma Brahma, Prajnanam Brahma, Tattvasi. So these are all Mahavakyas. वो चलते रहना है with the meaning consciously. Oh, I'm putting my feet on the ground. The ground is Brahman, feet also are Brahman. So Vyavahara is going on. The substratum is that. In that way, the more we do, adding of the reality to the world gets reduced. And this, because of that, this practice, because of that, when on the seat of meditation, the disturbances will be less. With minimum effort, we can just take any mantra and enter into the dhyana on that. Vicharana and dhyana. 4 things today. 1, 2, 3, 4. कल को क्या सुनना पड़ेगा? हाथ से फिसल न जाए, बाहर का बाहर ही रख देना. मैक्सिमम अटेंशन वंस द वर्क्स आर ओवर परमात्मा तत्व पे ट्रूथ पे हो जाना ऑन द रियलिटी. वन मोर थिंग वी कैन शेयर टुडे, इट्स वेरी लाइटर वन. व्हाट इट इज those things which are inevitable for us, while involving in them little more carefulness, alertness that it is not disturbing our sadhana. कुछ भी हो, थोड़ा सा अटेंशन. उसपे 2 चीजें खासकर बात करेंगे. एक क्या है ना, फूड है ना. फूड तो इनएविटेबल है, एवरीडे वी हैव टू ईट, वी कैन नॉट बी, अदर मरेंगे. बट व्हाट फूड वी आर टेकिंग, बिकॉज एज सिंपल इज दिस टॉपिक, so effect, complete effect it has got in our personality. With all my highest spiritual knowledge and all goals and ambitions, the food taken by me in its quantity and quality is non-conducive, it disturbs the body and mind, then all my philosophy Vedanta has gone in water only. This is very simple looking but very important thing. खाना तो खाना ही पड़ेगा. अब रजोगुण तमोगुण खाना खा रहे हैं तो then how can sadhana happen? What we consume as food, not only through the mouth, which is very important, through all indriyas also, we have to be aware and attentive that it should not neutralize our sadhana, or it should not make apply break to our sadhana or disturb it. Isn't it like little food ज़्यादा खा लिया गलत वाला, then 2 दिन 3 दिन the whole stomach is disturbed, no? But 2 दिन 3 दिन is very precious life, precious time in our small little life of 100 years. कितना है 3 दिन, मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा valuable है वो. Again to recoup also it takes time. We have to be careful. That's why the great people matured. They mind these minute things more. They are safe. Otherwise, somebody offered something, we ate, और some शादी में गए और दबा के खाया या इधर उधर ऑनलाइन में मंगा ली खाया. खाने के टाइम अच्छा रहता है, but after that its effects, and we are worried, why my mind is so much disturbed today or today also, or why I am feeling lazy, sleepy. तो you have eaten over oil. ज़्यादा तेल खाया तो अपना असर दिखाएगा ना. तेल will not think that you are a sadhaka, therefore I will not disturb you. If you don't want to get disturbed with the तेल, उसको लेना नहीं. That's the only option. And too much गुस्ताख it is. मैं तेल खाऊंगा भी, फिर भी मैं अपने नींद को रोकूंगा भी. नहीं होता वो. It's unnecessary struggle, waste of time. It's like putting feet in the कीचड़ again washing them. दोनों बेवकूफी है. Second one was necessity because first mistake we have done. And this stuff, food, etc., till it goes out of system, how much trouble it gives. That awareness we have to have. Not one day, every time we have to be. Because anytime we did mistake, we do mistake, that troubles us. In the same way, through the eyes and ears, what is coming into us, we have to be alert about it. Looks to be small, but then its influence in the mind in making us forget the goal is very powerful. Even casually we should not do anything which disturbs our peace and poise. Though it's the very highest stage I am talking. वो स्थिति करना है तो घर बगर सब छोड़कर जंगल में जाना पड़ेगा, तभी वो वाला मकसद या गोल फुलफिल होगा. Being in the world we can't avoid, but careful. Third is important one. Through the mouth and through other indriyas. Third is this inner fellow called as mind. अब उसका आदत है भाई संकल्प विकल्प करना. So then we have to be aware of that fellow. What sankalpa, what vikalpa he is doing. उसको भी आदत देना. Only positive sankalpa करो, not negative. Because you can't be without mind. Like you can't be without food. We can't be without mind. And mind cannot be engaged in truth or sadhana all the time. If you do it, that's the ultimate. Mahayogi you are. Salutations. But left to itself, it does some or the other worldly sankalpa, which unknowingly becomes a vasana. So वहां भी अलर्ट होना है हमको. सो मन के वृत्तियां, इंद्रियों का जो भी भीतर लेने वाले बातें हैं, उस पे हमको केयरफुल होना है. इवन द फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज इसमें भी है. लाइक इफ बॉडी इज नॉट गिवन सफिशिएंट एक्टिविटी, slowly the laziness, stiffness comes. That leads to the nidra adi. Same way, more excessively we have worked with the body, it becomes another problem of tiredness and all. That also demands the nidra. शरीर का ऐसा प्रॉब्लम है. वी कांट बी विदाउट बॉडी ना, बस शरीर में तो है ही है. तो फिर वही ऑब्स्टकल बनता है इफ यू आर नॉट केयरफुल. So to bhojanam, we can't be without it. Food or drinks. इंद्रिया फंक्शनिंग कर रहे हैं, they are not dead. Therefore, hey, what is coming inside, whether it is helping sadhana or disturbing, we have to be very careful. है ना, कोई भी गाना लगा लिया, बस बहुत दिन हो गए भूले बिसरे गीत सुनते हैं. Then all भूले बिसरे वासनाएं also will come out. Along with that, the song you listen and you remember all your old days, your college friends, you are coming together, putting the transistor, listening to those गाना. अब you are a वेदांती साधन कर रहे हो, अब ये सब याद कर रहे हैं, तो वो क्या फायदा हुआ उसका. I mean, this carefulness is sadhana. Somehow, anyhow, we have to protect our antakarana. We have to keep it always in sadhana till we become so deeply rooted in it. Like Sri Ramji is so deeply rooted in his Viveka Vairagya that nothing can shake him. And he has taken his own time and effort for that. And the last one is the mind. Intellect का थोड़ा है, its thinkings we can plan. Is it किसी को धोखा देने का सोच रहा है क्या बुद्धि, और किसी को दुखी करने का सोच रहा है क्या बुद्धि? No, instead of that, help serve others if possible, and forgive. That's it. That type of thinking should happen in the intellect. So intellect thinking is different from mind's broodings, worries, sankalpas. तो दोनों में थोड़ा हम ध्यान देने से, है ना, ये करने से माइंड डिस्टर्ब होगा, साधना डिस्टर्ब होगा तो नहीं करूँगा, ये करने से साधना होता, सो करो. इन दिस वे द वन हु इज मूवमेंट बाय मूवमेंट engaged, he alone is called as sadhaka. Then all the positive things उनके अंदर going on getting collected. No chance given to negative. Positive means conducive things to sadhana, evolution. Negative means non-conducive. That will make our solid personality of spiritual sadhaka. Still, we can't take anything for granted anytime. And what we have to do, we do patiently wait when the results come. One of the things, the last one in spirituality is what I have to do, I am doing. बाकी प्रभु के हाथ में. जब वो करना है अनुग्रह करेंगे. When will he give me the vairagya? I don't know. When will he give me the ekagrata? I don't know. What has his plans? This surrender is important. What he wants to get done through me, कुछ पता नहीं ना. वो वाला भी एक बढ़िया सा इम्पोर्टेंट थॉट है. वो अभी इसी क्षण मुक्ति दे सकते हैं, और ही में पोस्टपोन इट टू 20 लाइव्स. That's how it is. So 5-6 things we have seen today. Each one of them are important in their own way. Let us see if they can help us. Om 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 Sahana Vavadu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. ओम सुकृते दिकृते बहुधा भवतो भविता समदर्शनलालसता अतिदीनमिमं परिपालय मां भव शङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं. ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यविमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्री श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः. तेषां सर्वेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य मोदेन अस्मिन् क्षणे मोक्ष सिद्ध्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक उन्नति एकता प्राप्त्यर्थं पूर्ववृद्ध्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थमनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्. अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः. ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम अथ संबंध भाष्यम. Okay. Listen carefully, word by word, sentence by sentence. These are all practices. Coming regular is practice. Looking at the mantras is a practice. Looking at the bhashya is a practice. Listening to them is a practice. All of that makes us perfect when it is continued. Practice makes perfect. So, Sambandha Bhasha dekho, evam, in this way, with all discussions from all the so many sources, so many Shrutis were quoted earlier, then the Smritis were quoted, then the Vishnu Dharmottar Purana quoted, then the Vishnu Purana quoted Vishnu, then the Linga Purana is quoted, thereafter latestly Parashara Smriti. Evam, in this way, what is done? Shrutyadina, Shruti and Yukti, or Shruti Smriti Purana Adi. Shrutyadina means Shruti Smriti Purana or Shruti Yukti. Shrutyadina, Upamanals. Nama Adi Karana Upanyasa Mukhena. By saying that the world is Namarupa and it has a Karana which is beyond this, and in that there is no Namarupa. In this way, जगत इज नामादि, उसका एक कारण है, वो कारण इस नामादि रूप जगत का अधिष्ठान है. एंड एनी टाइम अधिष्ठान इज रियल, दैट व्हिच इज सुपर इम्पोज्ड कॉल्ड एज नामादि कार्य, इट इज अनरियल. बिकॉज ऑफ दिस द जगत का मिथ्यात्व साबित हो गया. सेकंड वन क्या? स्वरूपेण च. स्वरूपेण मीन्स व्हाट? फ्रॉम द परमात्मा स्वरूप, इन परमात्मा दिस रूप नाम नहीं है. सो फ्रॉम द जगत स्वरूप, Swarupena means by its own existence, the Jagat has no independent existence. In this way also. So Jagat is Rupanama. Rupanama is a substratum. Substratum is real. Therefore Rupanama unreal. Same thing, Swarupena means what? The Rupanama Jagat has no independent its own existence. Swarupena. Because of these two reasons, Bhaditatvat. The Jagat is being rejected to be really existing. Therefore, Prapanchasya Mithyatvam Avagamyate. In this way, the Mithyatva of the Jagat, with all its seeming variety of the happenings, etc., the Mithyatva of the Jagat is arrived at or concluded in its understanding, in our understanding. So, Namarupadi Karanamukhena Swarupena Cha Bhaditatvat Prapanchasya Mithyatvam Avagamyate. Prapancha Mithya. The seen Prapancha. From the Paramatma side, we will say one more sentence. What is it? Astuladi Lakshanasya Brahmana. The Brahmana who is said in Upanishad says Astula, Ananu, Adirgam, Ahraswam, which is not Stula, which is not Anu, which is not Dirga, which is not Hrasva. About that Brahman, in which the Upanishads are saying like that, of that Brahman, Tad Viparita. The opposite lakshanas called as sthula akaraha, sthula anu ityadi, mithya bhavitum arhati. They are only in our ignorance it is projected. याको अब तक 1000 बार सुनने के कारण ये 2-3 बातें हमको क्लियरली समझ में आना चाहिए. 3 words mainly: the reality, ignorance of reality, then delusion projections. Satya, Ajnana and Mithya. These 3 things, मोह के कारण मिथ्या का प्रोजेक्शन, ये अभी भूलना नहीं हमको लाइफ लॉन्ग. दिस इज व्हाट होल वेदांत डिपेंड्स ऑन. Therefore, astula ananu are the lakshanas of tattva told in Upanishad. How can it have its opposite lakshanas of stulata anuta, which you are saying, calling it as jagat? हो नहीं सकता ना. Therefore, न भवितुम अर्हति. Therefore, इसमें दोनों क्या हो गया फिर? The stulata anuta of the Parabrahma is mithya. Therefore, astula ananu is the ultimate. From the Jagat, it is nothing but Namarupa. It has no independence of its own itself. Therefore, it is mithya this side. In दोनों तरफ से Brahman is real, Jagat is mithya. That is what is the conclusion. Then what? Example. यथा एकस्य चंद्रमसः तद् विपरीत द्वितीय आकारः तद्. Chandra is real. Only one Chandra is real. The other Chandra which we see, it is the mithya only. It is not real. Because of the drishti dosha, drishti lopa, it is appearing to me. Even now, देखो ऐसा करो आंखों. Immediately I see 2 laptops there. But ऐसा दिख रहे because of the defect of the eye. But एक ही real है, the other one is unreal. Therefore, the Jagat, the Brahman. 2 realities cannot be. One only has to be real. Brahman alone is real. Therefore, what about the Jagat? Appearing but unreal. So, 2 moons are seen. One moon alone real, the other is appearing but not real. Now, feel deeply this thought. 2 things are there. two things cannot be real. Real has to be one. That one real is Brahman among the two things. The other thing is Jagat, it is unreal. But it is appearing. Like when you do like that, when the second moon appearing, it is on the basis of the first moon only. So the reality के ऊपर ही दूसरे का आरोप होता है, secondness का. So Brahman alone is real. No, that Brahman is Jnana Swarupa, Chaitanya Swarupa. That was very powerfully said in our all the three Vishnu Dharmottara, Vishnu and Linga and latest Parashar में भी. उस चैतन्य परमात्मा किसी भी जाति देश काल द्रव्य वस्तु विशेषण वाला नहीं है ना. अगेन अनदर डिस्कशन कम्स. For the sake of vyavahara, you have to accept the jagat for the sake of sadhana also. Then there is again danger that it gathers the reality. Then what to do? Only at the sadhana kala, for the sake of sadhana, the Dvaita Jagat can be accepted. Other than that, ruthlessly we have to accept and live this fact that the Brahman is Nirguna Nirveshesha Nirakara. अब क्या है? The Nirguna Nirveshesha Nirakara Brahman is very rarely remembered. But Saguna Savishesha Brahman, which is in the form of Jagat, which has only sadhana value, but is taken as real and involved in it more and more. इसलिए to come out of this habitual error, Brahman is Nirguna Nirvishesha. Nirguna Nirvishesha Brahman alone is real. This thought has to become very deep in us. This understanding and conviction, like anything, have to be honest. That the understanding and conviction has to become deep. Then only I can be honest. Otherwise, बोलने को honest है और मौका मिलते ही again I have taken the bribe. So I have to be ahimsavadi. I have to speak satya. I have to have the forgiveness or kindness. No, these are all not superficial, no? We have to understand them. We have to feel them very deeply in our heart. Then only any number of tests come, we will be able to practice them. In the same way, the deep understanding that actually, basically, Brahman is Nirguna Nirvishesha Nirakar. वही final truth. That has to go deeply in us. If you don't take that point deeply, then what will happen? The Saguna Brahma, which is in the form of, the Vyavahara and Satsanga, slowly you fizzle जाएगा हाथ में से. Then the unimportant, unwanted things also get projected. Just like आप कोई freely किसी को दान दे रहे हो खाना, वो 10 लोगों को पता चलता है. The fellow who doesn't deserve it, he also comes and takes. Like Indian system of SC, ST, BC reservation. Because रिजर्वेशन फोकट मिल रहा है, सब उस पे ज्वाइन होते हैं. अब माइनॉरिटी आल्सो वांट SC, ST, द क्रिश्चियंस आल्सो वांट, बिकॉज फ्री में मिल रहा है ना. In the same way, anywhere in positive things, if we are not deep, the non-positive will overpower us. Like if you don't strongly talk India as Hindu country and declare the whole constitution Hindu and remove all nonsense and go on giving freebies and confusions and free pocket में यात्रा के लिए पैसे वगैरह, your Hinduism will not be there tomorrow. You have to be very strong. नहीं तो नहीं होता काम. Everywhere. Like as a father, if you are not strong with your children, वो सर पे चढ़ेगा. He will take you for granted. He don't even care you. He will use you and throw you like a tissue paper. Every child takes it as a right to use and throw the parents. My father in my life, he has never cared us or valued. I believe he must be in a great yoga sthiti in the new life. नहीं फंसे कभी. पढ़ रहा है पढ़, फीस चाहिए ना ले लो, पढ़ो, पास हो गए. Every time he will go and show him the report card. क्लास में फर्स्ट आए, क्लास में फर्स्ट आए. He will only say, इतना यूजलेस है तुम्हारा स्कूल कि तुमको फर्स्ट दे रहे. He will tell like that only. He knows मेरा बाटा लाडला प्यारा पुत्र करके गोद में लेकर ले, कुछ भी नहीं. We never seen that scene only in our life. He will, even without looking at the progress card marks, he will sign and give. बचपन में होता था ना, father has to, हाँ ठीक. We will have that desire, आशा in us. At least he will ask कि मैथ्स में कितने मार्क आए, तुमसे ज़्यादा किसको आए पूछेंगे. He will never ask, and every time he used to come first, coming home excited, and he will always never ask. It helped us also. It helped him. Because if you value ना, सर पे चढ़ जाता है सब चीजें. Therefore, strong knowledge that Brahman is Nirguna Nirakara. Then the Saguna Sakara Brahman only for Vyavahara Dharma and Sadhana. If this strength is not there, like I am going to market, strongly I am going to market only to buy these two or three things. Then तीन चार चीज खरीद के आ गए. If that not there, then one after other you get interested in और थोड़ा घूमेंगे. You bought your three things in the first 10 minutes only. But देखने को जाता और भी करके you create 10 desires and buy 4 more things which are not required. It is indisciplined life. In the same way, in this next portion where Brahma Sutras are quoted, Bhagavan Adi Shankara is strengthening us in this understanding. Because any spiritual sadhana is powerful, strong, when we don't give any lenience, when we don't take anything for granted. Perfection में ही होता है वो सक्सेस, नहीं तो नहीं. So this whole portion is a big one. I'll just read it for you. स्टडी तो अब तुम होगा नहीं. तथा च सूत्रकारः न स्थानतः अपि परस्य उभयलिङ्गं सर्वत्र हि इति स्वरूपतः उपादितश्च विरुद्धरूप द्वया असम्भवात् निर्विशेषमेव ब्रह्म इति उपपाद्यः. दिस इज वन थिंग. न भेदात् इति भेदश्रुति बलात् किम इति सविशेषमपि ब्रह्म न अभ्युपगम्यते इति आशंक्य न प्रत्येकम् अतद्वचनात् इति उपाधिभेदस्य श्रुत्या एव बाधितत्वात् अभेदश्रुतिबलात् सविशेषस्य ग्रहणाय ग्रहण अयोगात् निर्विशेषमेव इति उपपाद्यः. अभिच एवमेव के इति भेद निंदा पूर्वकम अभेदम एव एके शाकिनः समामनन्ति. वेरी not so difficult, but only the expression of language is difficult. It says tatha cha sutrakaraha. Again in the Brahma Sutra, the Sutrakara, the Vyasaji has given us. It is ultimate. Sutra, Brahma Sutra is ultimate. What is that? Nasthanataha api. Nasthanataha means what? Even the Vyavahara sthana ke kaal mein ityadi ki parasya of the Parabrahma ubhayalingam sarvatra hi. Ubhayalingam means saguna bhi nirguna bhi, savishesha bhi nirvishesha bhi nahi hai. Iti in this way swarupataha upaditaha cha. Swarupaha is nirguna nirakara. Upaditaha saguna sakara. Viruddha rupa dvaya asambhavat. One cannot be in the two opposite forms. Viruddha rupa asambhavat. Then only one of them you have to opt finally. Actually, we have to be very clear in life. Like, wife asks you, chai milao, coffee lao. No, he has to tell, okay, I need today a coffee only. He cannot say दोनों ले आओ फिर मिला के मैं पीता हूँ. वो फिर that को कार्टून कहते हैं उनको. You have to be clear about these two. क्या चाहिए आपको? You cannot put yourself in dilemma because it creates lot of confusion. She will also be confused. क्या करूँ मैं? है ना? Because of her confusion only, she married you and she asked you कि चाय बनाओ कि काफी बनाओ. If she is little intelligent, she makes coffee or whatever is available. पियो नहीं तो छोड़ दो करके she will put. But she herself is confused. Therefore she asks, and you are doubly confused. कुछ भी बना लो और जो बनता है वो कुछ भी होता है, लेकिन ना चाय होता है ना काफी होता है. खड़क चाय बना दो, ऐसा बताना चाहिए. Coffee, today I just want little more stronger coffee, a drop of filtered coffee, little more you add today. Or today my mood is different, less coffee powder and little lighter I want it. Or today pure milk you give me. Or add little water or more. So whatever it is, you have to be pakka. दुविधा में नहीं होना चाहिए. So here what is said here is स्वरूपतः उपाधितः विरुद्ध रूपद्वय असंभवात्. विरुद्ध रूपद्वय असंभवात्. तो विरुद्ध है दोनों, सोपाधिक निरुपाधिक, सविशेषण निर्विशेषण. देयरफॉर निर्विशेषम एव ब्रह्म इति उपपाद्य. तो ब्रह्म सूत्र अल्टीमेटली ब्रह्म तत्व का निर्विशेष ही बता देता. बिकॉज इफ यू गिव लीनियंस, then the savishesha becomes important, then millions of thoughts will come again, projections will come, then we get flooded in that again. So upadya na bhedat iti. The Bhedat means the Upadhi Yukta Visheshan Yukta Brahman is not ultimate. Nirvishesha only ultimate. Iti Bheda Shruti Balat Kim iti. There are so many Bheda Shrutis also are there which talk about Brahman to be Savishesha. Okay. Iti Savishesham api Brahmana abhyupagamyate. Kimiti Svavishesham api Brahmana abhyupagamyate. अरे श्रुतियों में भी सविशेष ब्रह्म भी बताया गया, तो why not hold on to that also? इति आशंक्य न प्रत्येकम अतद्वचनात्. In many places atadvachanat means that savishesha is rejected, nirvishesha only is given, the stronger position. So iti upadhi vedasya shrutya eva bhati tattvat. अरे ये जो उपाधि वाला ब्रह्म तत्व को, उपाधि भेदों को श्रुति itself has rejected ना. So upadhi vedasya shrutya eva badhitatvat abheda shruti balat. And abheda shruti is strongly said many places. Therefore savisheshasya grahana ayogat. सविशेष का अगर आप ले लोगे तो you cannot avoid the samsara. Therefore nirvisheshamev iti upapadya. The Brahman is ultimately concluded as nirvishesha iti upapadya. Apicha evam eke iti. In the another Brahma Sutra, apicha evam, in this way only, eke means a school of thought, have concluded and they told. In this way in Brahma Sutra it is said, iti bhedaninda purvakam abhedam eva eke shakina samamananti. तो देर आर इन मेनी उपनिषद भेद का निंदा हो गया, अभेद को ही वो लोग फाइनली डिसाइड करके रखा है. And then so many other quotes. Bhagavan Shankara gives कि मनसा एव इदमाप्तव्यम नेह नानास्ति किंचना मृत्यो स मृत्युमाप्नोति य इह नाना इव पश्यति. देन एकधा एव अनुद्रष्टव्यम इति. देन भोक्ता भोग्यम प्रेरितारंच मत्वा सर्वम प्रोक्तम त्रिविधम ब्रह्ममेततो. This will be in this very Shwethashwathara Upanishad. Iti, in this way सर्वभोग्य भोक्तृ नियंत्रु लक्षणस्य प्रपंचस्य ब्रह्म एक स्वभावता अविधीयते इति. In so many forms one निर्विशेष ब्रह्मन alone is there. Because इतना पढ़कर फिर से if you give value to सविशेष ब्रह्म, then we will be lost in the samsara. Very powerful discussion this one is. Ultimately the Brahman is Nirvishesha. Nirvishesha Brahma has to be valued more and more. And that is our goal. And staying in that is a realization. When it is required, little we come to the Savishesha to finish that work and go. Otherwise, we'll be again caught up in the Savishesha. So, Brahman is ultimately Nirvishesha only. अदरवाइज फिर हाँ भगवान ही है, ब्रह्म है, माया है, उनकी शक्ति से सारे देवताएं बने. देन उनका उपासना में फंस कर फिर तू उपासना उपाधि तादात्म्य. देन फॉर द उपासना उपाधि फुलफिलमेंट्स फ्रॉम दैट उपास्य देवता डिमांडिंग समथिंग, आस्किंग समथिंग. इन दिस वे ओनली द मन संकल्पास विल मेक अस संसारी. Nirveshesha is the Brahman, I am that. This is the highest Vedanta. Correct? We will see little of this tomorrow. Then quotations having given from many Upanishads, the Savisheshatva of the Brahman as ultimate is rejected. क्योंकि ना when we are talking the whole world is Brahman alone, he is a substratum and on him it is superimposed, then we take it casually. हाँ ब्रह्मन ही है ना सारा जगत, तो इसमें मेरे को इन्वॉल्व होने दो, है ना. स्वामी साहब ब्राह्मण है तो टीवी भी ब्राह्मण है, तो लेट मी वॉच टीवी. नॉट यू ओनली आर ब्राह्मण, टीवी भी ब्राह्मण. अब मैं आई कांट से नो बिकॉज एवरीथिंग इज ब्राह्मण. मैंने ही कहा तो वो कहते हैं बेटर देन यू ब्राह्मण, टीवी मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है, मैं वहां बैठा हूँ. So these type of things come when we are explaining that whole world is superimposed, the Brahman is substratum. It's a truth. But अच्छा सबका ब्रह्मन ट्रूथ है ना substratum, so ब्रह्म को ही मैं टच कर रहा हूँ. So he says, I'm not drinking drink, Swamiji. It's a Brahman in the liquid form. It's a liquid spirituality, he will say. है ना. आप तो सॉलिड बोलते, मैं लिक्विड ले रहा हूँ, है ना. आप धमाकेदार वेदांत ब्रह्म बोल रहे हो, मैं धुआंधार ब्रह्म ले रहा हूँ. धुआंधार ब्रह्म मतलब स्मोकिंग, बिकॉज एवरीथिंग इज ब्रह्मन. द सिगरेट आल्सो इज ब्रह्मन. And I know the knowledge that on pure Brahman, the cigarette and drinker superimposed, projected, it is for Vyavahara sake I am taking it. पारमार्थिक रूप से neither I am the bhokta nor this is bhogya vastu. There is no bhoga going on, Swamiji. If at all you are seeing it, it is your mithya jnanam. You correct yourself. There is nothing happening here. Only Brahman alone is there. You understand how the delusions will catch us? छोड़ेंगे नहीं हमको. इसलिए निर्विशेष ब्रह्म इज अल्टीमेट एंड द लक्ष्य हमको बनाना है. देन सविशेष में ओनली उपासना हेतु तो सविशेष ईश्वर को मानना. तो जगत को तो देना ही नहीं रियलिटी थोड़ा भी. दैट्स व्हाट वी आर कॉट अप इन. नो, every human being is real, every relation is real, therefore the relativity is real, and really we are involving in him and really suffering and justifying. Who is there? Who is man, woman, husband, wife? सब बकवास ही है. But do we listen to this truth? उतना गुस्सा करते, इतने इमोशनल होते, भाई आदत बनाया ना इन सबको रियल करके. My own sharir is mithya. Then how can anybody who is related to this body is real? You understood how we get lost? That is a trick of this mind and Maya. इसलिए हर जगह ब्लॉक करने हमको, पानी लीक नहीं होना. Only way is निर्गुण निर्विशेष ब्रह्मन alone is reality, and I am that, and that's my goal. Ruthlessly, you have to be strong. That's why I said, I have to be. I will speak truthfully. If you don't decide it conformedly, in the moment of weakness, untruth बोल देंगे. Then वो धीरे धीरे आदत हो जाएगा वो. Sometime we'll speak untruth and say sorry. Thereafter, you don't even say sorry. Later on, speaking untruth becomes an authority and a fashion. क्या है नेताजी, आप झूठ बोल रहे हो? अरे तुम बोलते हो मैं नेताजी और पूछते हो झूठ बोलते हो. अरे मैं नेता हूँ यार, झूठ ही तो बोलूंगा मैं. इट बिकम्स अ राइट टू देम. है ना. आपने इतने सारे प्रॉमिसेस किए हैं कि आफ्टर बीइंग इलेक्टेड यू विल डू दिस एंड दैट. अरे यार, प्रॉमिस करना ही तो नेताओं का लक्षण होता है. तुम लोगों को अकलमंद होना चाहिए, बेवकूफ. तुमने वोट दिया, अब 5 साल जेलो. The most beautiful progress that was expected in Ayodhya, no, it will not happen for 5 years. They will not allow. They are against Hinduism and Bharat Mata. They will not allow anything related to especially Sanatana to grow. You will see in parliament, every moment there will be struggle. And the sufferer is the all India. अच्छा होना भी चाहिए. बेवकूफ लोग, why did they elect them? In the same way, if I elect the Saguna Sakara Brahma, I am बेवकूफ. I suffer then. I have to say Nirguna only. सो ब्रह्म सूत्र का कोटेशंस हुए हैं और थोड़ा है बाकी, कल देखो. Om 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 Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Param Brahmane Shruti Matre Namaha. Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you.